buckle in because this movie will hit you right in the feels. Hard. Hi everybody, Anthony here from Awesome Anthony Productions, and today I'm going to give you my review of The Wild Robot. But before we get started, you know exactly what to do. At the end of the video, if you think I've earned it, please leave a like, subscribe, and ring that bell so you never miss any of my new reviews. Now let's get into it. First things first here, the animation. My god, it is stunning! DreamWorks is no stranger to great animation, but since they've had to slash budgets a little bit and can't throw hundreds of $millions at their movies anymore, I've really appreciated their pivot from hyper-realistic animation like they were trying to do in the 2000s to much more artsy and unique animation. With this one, it feels like they took a page right out of the book of Puss in Boots: The Last Wish and just evolved it from there. The characters have this intricate to moderately detailed look while still being cartoony and very expressive, which was a hell of a lot of fun to watch. But what really blew me away here were the backgrounds. The scenery is like a blend of watercolor and children's book art, but with much more depth and texture, giving the whole film a vibrant and artistic feel. And it honestly feels like they're pushing the bounds of CGI here. And it's funny that I mentioned children's book art because that would have been the perfect segue into this fun fact here, except it's based on Peter Brown's middle school age novel series. But the real star of the show is not just the animation here. It's the story. Roz, voiced by the incredible Lupita Nyong'o, is a robot who crash lands on a dystopian Earth that's been overrun by forest. Lost and searching for a task to complete, she befriends a snarky, always hungry fox, voiced by Pedro Pascal, who is absolutely killing it, and takes on the role of a mother to an orphan goose whom she nicknames Bright Bill. You heard that right. A robot raising a baby goose. And it is way more heartwarming than it has any right to be. But then again, the best animated movies usually make the most out of weird, unexpected stories. Anyway, this story just oozes heart. It keeps the stake grounded in this small, personal tale about survival and family, but trust me when I say, if you're in touch with your emotions at all, this movie will leave you in a puddle. The emotional beats in this film are so strong, it will leave even the coldest-hearted person with at least one or two tears rolling down their cheek. Roz's journey from mechanical, lost outsider to a nurturing and selfless figure is one of the best character arcs I've seen in a long time, period. I'm talking about a robot having better character development and a better arc than half the human leads in any movie I've seen recently. And that is just so helped by the fact that Lupita Nyong'o's voice performance here is award-worthy. Her voice acting as Roz manages to convey warmth, confusion, vulnerability, and strength, all while keeping that mechanical edge.
Sometimes, to survive, we must become more than we were programmed to be.
Then there's Pedro Pascal as Fink. First off, here, he's not just giving a typical DreamWorks celebrity voice performance where you listen to him and you turn to your friend and go, oh hey, that's the Mandalorian. He really dives into the character of this sleazy, selfish fox with surprising emotional depth, and his voice is almost unrecognizable. One moment the character's out for himself, and one moment the character's showing his vulnerable, softer side. And Pedro Pascal brings that charm that he brings to all of his roles and completely nails it here. Kit Connor's performance as an older Bright Bill is more understated, but equally powerful. His dynamic with Roz and Fink as his kind of surrogate family hits all the right emotional notes, especially when the story ramps up its intensity. And speaking of intensity, this movie does not shy away from getting a little dark. DreamWorks has had a history of letting their movies go to some pretty edgy places, and The Wild Robot is no different. There's death, violence, and some epic action sequences that genuinely have me on the edge of my seat. They're not gratuitous or anything, but they definitely push the boundaries of what you'd expect in a PG animated family film, so I really appreciated that. Kids movies can handle some dark moments, and it's great that DreamWorks has never forgotten that and continues to trust their audience. Oh, speaking of that, the humor? Fantastic. Great physical comedy, clever one-liners, and even some dark humor. There's something in here for everyone. I was genuinely laughing out loud in a few scenes, and I actually think that the parents will appreciate the humor more than the kids. Lastly, to wrap up this short review, let's talk about the music. Chris Bauer's score? Beautiful. It fills you with wonder 1 minute, then has you just completely excited and ecstatic during the action scenes, and then before you know it, you're holding back tears when the emotional beats hit. It's orchestral, sweeping, and subtle at times, and it perfectly captures the film's tone. And I honestly couldn't imagine a better fit. In conclusion, if you're not feeling something by the end of this film, I don't know what to tell you. This is a must-watch for everyone, especially if you have kids. You might even enjoy it more than they do, though I still have a feeling they'll love it. DreamWorks has had its many ups and many downs over the years, but when they hit, and this one, it's a hit. Actually, it's an absolute masterpiece. Not just one of the best movies that DreamWorks has done in the last few years, but one of their best movies overall. Go see it. And that's my review of The Wild Robot. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this review, you know exactly what to do. I said it at the beginning. Please leave a like, subscribe, and ring that bell so you never miss any of my new reviews. While you're at it, you can scroll down the description, find the links to my social media, leave a comment, let me know if you saw this movie and what you thought. And if you want more of my content, you can click or tap on these cards right here. Let's take you to my review of The Substance, or just over to my channel where you can check out the rest of my reviews and my shorts. Thanks for watching, everybody, and I will see you next time for my review of Joker Folie à Deux.